This old man who just met this kid is like, this is a town-destroying secret. So, I'll show you it. It's right here.
Look at my precious gemeralds, Ash.
Yeah. This gemerald will destroy the universe. Check it out.
We're holding out for a hero today, or maybe two, or maybe a few more, because you know what we're doing this week on Kill A Delibird, Pokemon Rewatch podcast? It's the fifth and final movie of the original series. It's Pokémon Heroes, Latios and Latios, or Latios and Latias. I don't remember which way it goes, and honestly, I don't really care. I'm Kellan. I play a lot of Pokemon. I know the Pokemon. I know the Pokemon that are in this movie. I bet you Graham doesn't, because Graham doesn't play Pokemon. Graham, how you doing?
Shake that laddie ass, Kellan. I'm doing great. But yes, I was unfamiliar with Latios and Latias. And that is the order, just because I'm looking at the name of the movie. In Japanese, guardian gods of the city of water, Lati-Ass and Lati-Os. I mean, it's probably not Lati-Ass, but I kind of like saying it like that.
Children, my friend and I loved Latias because we could pronounce it Lati-Ass.
Oh, you were onto that Lati-Ass shit way back
we got
then.
away with saying ass.
You were early on the Lati-Ass economy.
Yeah.
Lati-Ass, shake that Lati-Ass.
All right.
Yeah, but those things. Well, I mean, I want to get into it with the movie for sure. Like, I think we'll spend a lot of time this week just talking about Pokemon Heroes, because I know we've got some listeners who've been clamoring for us to get to Pokemon
There's at least
Heroes.
One person in the comments that's been like, where's Pokemon Heroes?
Where's Pokemon Heroes? So,
this one's for you, listener.
I want to do this movie justice, but I never saw it as a child. I had the last Pokemon movie I watched was Pokemon Entei, so like Pokemon movie 3. So even Pokemon movie 4, when we reviewed that was brand new to me. However, I liked movie 4 quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Movie 5 here, Pokemon Heroes. I don't want to reveal my thoughts on it yet. I don't want to burst. I don't want to blow my literary critical load too early.
I feel like it's either like right near the top or dead last.
Okay, really? That's how you are. You're either like either think Graham like super fucked with this, or like, oh, just because I'm like hiding.
It's just the way that you're vibing right now. It's the vibe you're putting off.
Right. Well, we'll do an overall ranking later too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil more than that. My opinions will come out as we go along. But do you remember anything besides you and your friend saying laddie ass about your experience as a child? Like, you saw this one, you would have been pretty young. Like, you would have been like 4 years old when this was released.
I like the first 4. I have this one, I think, on VHS back home. It's been a long time, so there were bits that I remembered, and there were bits that I definitely didn't remember, and we will definitely get to those.
I'll also need a lot of help with wrapping my head around these Pokemon.
Which one is which?
Just what the fuck they are. Like, we'll get into that, but...
They're like jet planes.
Okay, yeah, they're like turkey jet planes, right?
Yeah.
What if a jet plane was a turkey?
And then you stuff it with a chicken in it, and then a little quail. You got yourself a nice jet turducken.
Oh, lovely! Fly into your house for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm looking at these things, and I just, even throughout the whole movie, I just couldn't quite wrap my head around them as like creatures that would hype me up in the same sense that Entei does, right? Like, oh, it's a giant beast. Even Mewtwo is kind of like, what the fuck is that? But I'm like, oh yeah, he's like this weird garbage demon human clone thing. Yep. Like, hell yeah. And then Celebi, I'm like, yeah, he's the spirit of the force. Onion. He's Puck. Yeah, like I get that. That connects with me with something. I don't know what the fuck a turkey jet plane in Venice is. The Merchant of Turkey Jet Planes? Like, it's just so outside of my sphere that I will need some help connecting with this. But we'll get there. You always get me there. So
we'll get there.
Yeah, before we go into some of the starting stuff, I did want to make a big announcement, Kellan, because
oh my God.
it is Pokemon Heroes week. And, I think everything lined up. We're in the Master Quest. And Kellan, I am a Master Quester I
Yes?
made a Master Ball this season in Pokemon Pocket.
Oh my god. Big announcement,
Claps
everybody.
all around.
Everybody
Claps all
applaud.
around.
He did it.
That's the top tier. Got there with my Charizard Sylveon deck. I have never paid a dime. I'm a free-to-player. Hell yeah. Claps all around. Claps all around.
That's what we like. I don't give a shit about the Master Ball, but Master Ball with free-to-play. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you like pump money into the Master Ball, it's like, okay. But if you get there free-to-play, you're like, all right.
That's pretty good.
And I know those are two equivalent English words, but on a deeper level, they're really not. Okay and all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now I gotta climb the Master Ball ladder? Yeah.
Now you gotta get to, like, number 1.
Yeah.
In the world.
Well, we'll see. I'm not quite as driven as Ash.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, should we
What's
get into
new with
stuff?
You, Kellen? Yeah. Do you want to take me on a journey?
Because I've got something for us this week.
Okay, cool.
And with the movie, we got a lot to talk about. Nothing's new with me. I don't know. We're playing Pokemon on twitch.tv/HydroLeech. Come hang out.
Oh, yeah. Twitching. Yeah, we'll talk about that probably at the end of the episode a bit.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So, this week I'm taking care of the little bit here that we typically do at the start of the episode. And I got another quiz for you. So I'm sharing my screen with you.
Movie week. Let's do a quiz.
This will be audio only, but the video version will come out later this week if you want to see the video. Welcome back to another episode of Dexing Down, where this week on the podcast we're talking Pokemon Heroes, Latios and Latios, which feature 2 legendary dragon Pokemon. So I thought for this quiz we could talk all about dragon Pokemon. We talked about dragon Pokemon a couple weeks ago, dragging these nuts on your face, of course. And we can drag some more nuts across more faces with some questions about dragon Pokemon.
We are on a bit of a dragon arc. Kellen, can I confess something to the priest of Pokemon?
Sure.
I did not realize till you said this that Latios and these fucking turkey jet planes were dragons.
Oh, yeah. I guess they never explicitly say that in the movie.
No, I looked them up. Their types dragon and psychic, and they have the ability to levitate. That's so interesting. I thought that they would be flying. So,
no, that's where the levitate comes in.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't see dragon when I look at them.
Jet planes are pretty dragon-like, don't you think?
Boeing creates dragons.
Yeah, I think so.
The F-14 Dragon.
So I've got 5 questions for you here. You might know there are 6 prizes you could win, but there are only 5 questions because we have a lot to get to today.
Okay. Interesting.
And they each, I will give you 4 Pokemon, again, as usual. One of them is the correct answer, and then if you get it right, you got to pick yourself a prize that'll go into your inventory that means absolutely nothing.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll do something with that. That could be fun.
With all the little gadgets and knickknacks I've collected.
So, we have 5 questions. Are you ready for question 1?
Yes, please.
All right. Out of these 4 Pokemon, I have given you here 4 dragons. Applin, Alolan Executor, Tatsugiri, and Kangaskhan. Of these 4 dragons, which of them is not actually dragon type? Starting you off with the softball here.
Okay.
At least it should be.
There's one that is obvious to me, and you said it's a softball, so I would guess it's obvious. Should I just lock this in right away? The thing
you
is,
can overthink it if you want.
Hold on. Which one of these is not actually a dragon? What do you mean by this? Like,
which one of these is not dragon type?
Well,
the idea of the quiz is that I present you 4 dragons.
2 that I was pretty sure aren't dragon type. Unless they went back and made Kangaskhan a dragon. I thought Kangaskhan was normal. Maybe I'm being too fucked around by the cards, where he's a big old normal.
Well, I'm saying, which of these is not a dragon type? There's one of them that isn't dragon type. The rest of them are.
Well, but it's between Kangaskhan and Alolan Executor for me. Like,
okay,
how would that thing be a dragon? Alolan Executor. It's gotta be great. Is it just so tall that it's a dragon? Dragons are just tall. Okay, I don't know. You said softball. I'll go for what I thought was the obvious one. Then Alolan Executor is my final answer.
Jesus Christ, Graham! It's Kangaskhan. It's a normal type.
I knew it was normal type, but how the hell is Alolan Executor a dragon?
It's Grass Dragon.
It's Grass Dragon? They added dragon? There's nothing dragon about it. It's just a skyscraper.
Who
should be
cares?
Grass skyscraper type. Why did they add dragon?
I don't know. Ask them. No one knows.
No one knows, so it's like weird. Was it like surprising? How did the community take it when they did that? Did they shit their pants?
We all thought it was hilarious, obviously.
Oh, okay. Wow, I'm so out of touch.
Christ almighty.
This was the softball?
That was the softball. You're supposed to see Kangaskhan and be like, oh yeah, that's not a dragon.
Well, I knew it wasn't a dragon. I just was more thinking that Executor couldn't be a dragon. So I was like, maybe they like went back and made Kangaskhan a dragon.
Yeah, there's no like spectrum here. They either are or aren't dragons.
No, but sometimes they update things. Sometimes they give them a second Gen 1 Pokemon. Some of them got second types later. That's
only when they introduced a new type.
What about grass poison?
That they were always grass poison.
They were always grass poison?
They were always grass poison, yeah.
Oh. Okay, fine.
I had someone
added later.
I had someone in a TikTok be like, didn't Pokemon not have dual typing until Gen 2? And I'm like, no.
I honestly kind of thought that too. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're killing
What is that Mandela effect going on?
Yeah,
why did we think?
I had to be like, literally, the first Pokemon in the Dex, Bulbasaur, is grass poison type. It's 2 types. Dual types existed way back. All right, well, are you ready for question 2? No prize for you this time.
Yeah, okay, this is so weird. Yeah. But lots of people, there is a page on r/Mandela effect about people thinking Pokemon Red and Blue didn't have dual types.
That's crazy to me.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's like a fundamental part of the game from the start.
Well, it's like a collective brain break. I guess like we never thought of those types. I think that people back then, well, but there was Koga, so you knew there was poison. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, let's get a question 2.
All right, question 2. Here are 4 more Pokemon, and from here on out, the Pokemon are sorted in alphabetical order. I just forgot to do that on the first slide, so you can't read into my placement of Pokemon. Here are 4 dragon types: Baxcalibur, Goodra, Haxorus, and Kommo-o. Which of these is not a pseudo-legendary?
And that's the only criteria, that which of these is not a pseudo-legendary.
Correct. 3 of them are pseudo-legendaries. 1 of them is not.
Okay, like there's nothing about the other one being a legendary. Like that would be fine, whatever.
No.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't really know many of these. I think Baxcalibur's probably from Sword and Shield. Kommo-o being from the Alolan games, Sun and Moon. Okay. I do not know what the fuck a Goodra is, and honestly, I don't fuck with that thing. And but Haxorus, okay, that's kind of cool. Now, my only understanding of pseudo-legendaries is like Dragonite is one and Tyranitar is one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Those are like the 2 from my day. Okay. So let's extrapolate. So that makes me think Baxcalibur is one, because like look at that thing. It looks like a Tyranitar. Honestly, same with Haxorus. Now, it's a deal with Goodra and Kommo-o. Yeah, okay, I actually think it might be Kommo-o. And hear me out. It's because the other 3 are more upright on their back. Look how their spine goes. Look at how their alpha spine goes, where Kommo-o has the beta lean. Okay? Everyone's familiar with the alpha upright spine and the beta lean? Yes. That makes me think Kommo-o isn't a pseudo-legendary. Okay, Kommo-o, final answer. Take me away to Kommo-o.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're wrong. It's Haxorus.
Ah, fuck. Are you telling me my alpha male theory was wrong?
Yep, I am. See, a pseudo-legendary has to meet 3 criteria. They need to be the last in the line of their Pokemon, of 3-stage evolutionary line, rather. Base stat total of exactly 600. And level up with a slow experience rate. Haxorus does not have the base stats to be a pseudo-legendary Pokemon.
Where'd that definition come from?
It is a fan term.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But they do tend to be like grouped together in official media and stuff. So,
and what game is
they're definitely
Haxorus
doing it on purpose. Haxorus is black and white. Kommo-o, you were right, is Sun and Moon. Goodra is X and Y. Baxcalibur is actually Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought Excalibur for sure would be the British ones, because, Excalibur. But anyways.
No, that one was a ghost dragon. He was pretty cool. All right.
Haxorus is a hack. You let me down, buddy.
No prize for you. Question 3. Here are 4 more dragon types. We have Cyclizer, Dracovish, Vibrava, and Zygarde. Out of these 4 dragons, which one do you revive from a fossil?
Oof. Oh my god. Okay, well, Cyclizar. Okay, so there's those like Pokemon on the cover of not Sun and Moon, of Scarlet and Violet, but that's not one of them. But those are motorbikes, but that thing also looks like a motorbike. So I'm like, is that related to them? But those things I think you just get. But one of them's from the past and one of them's from the future. So I'd only think one of them's a fossil. I don't think bicycles are fossils. Okay. So that maybe doesn't make sense. Now,
That's a quote.
Zygarde looks dead, which makes me think maybe Zygarde. But the other fossil Pokemon that I know are look more like ancient. You know, they're like these like old ass creatures, right? So Dracovish and Vibrava, they kind of look old balls. Now, Vibrava, I don't think you would. That doesn't look like a design they would make revive from a fossil. Because like, look at that little piece of shit. Like that look more like an annoying Pokemon, right? That's like you run into in the wild and you're like, this thing's annoying. Like there wouldn't be like one of them. Dracovish, maybe. I also don't really connect with that design though.
You should be looking at that design and thinking, what the hell is that?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what everyone thinks.
But maybe that would come from a fossil. There is the little like circle, the little spiral inside of its belly, which like, I mean, they kind of sometimes have the fossil symbol on them. So it might be that. Okay, let's go with outline because who the hell knows? I'll go with Dracovish. Final answer.
Final answer, and it's correct. You did it. You reasoned it out.
Is that the shape of the fossil?
No, not really. It's a severed tail.
Oh.
So in Sword and Shield,
it's a severed tail. Oh, cool.
In Sword and Shield, there are 4 fossils, 2 heads, and 2 bodies, and you make different. There are 4 different fossil Pokemon based on which combination of fossils you put together.
Okay.
So the top is a head, and the body is a tail of a different Pokemon.
That's kind of neat. It's
wild. They're fucked. They're all weird looking, and I love them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of into that. After like hearing that explanation, I'm like, oh yeah, that's like grotesque. That's like, what if I gave the pewter like museum? What if I gave them just some random shit that I dug up and glued together?
I believe it has real world inspiration from a British museum or something that put together a fossil incorrectly.
Gotcha.
And so that's where that comes from.
Okay, that's neat. That's kind of neat.
Cool.
I kind of went from like, I don't know about that thing to like, oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of cool.
Well, you got a question correct, so you can pick one of the prizes. Which one would you like? 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom.
I'm gonna go for the sausage, the number 3.
Number 3, correct. You won a chorizo.
Ah, I love chorizo.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, ready for question 4?
Yes, please.
Here are 4 more dragon types. We have Altaria, Druddigon, Flygon, and Zygarde. And I need to remember what the question is for this one.
Maybe the answer is for me to come up with a question.
Which one of these 4 Pokemon, one of these 4 dragon Pokemon, has a Mega Evolution?
Okay. I don't know fuck all about Mega Evolutions. Wow. Zygarde, Druddigon. I think I'm going to rule out Altaria just because I don't know if they would really do more with that. I think they would do more with Druddigon, Flygon, Zygarde. Flygon looks part bug, and bugs get treated like shit, so I'll put Flygon on the bench also. Now, Zygarde looks kind of legendary, to be honest. I don't know really what the fuck that thing is. Maybe it's an Ultra Beast? I don't know. Is it an Ultra Beast? No, you can't answer that. Druddigon, I think they would give... I think it's between those two. Which one would just get bigger, you know? Druddigon already looks kind of big. He's like, I'm a big boy. Zygarde... He could, grow an arm. But does anyone care about Zygarde? Right? Does anyone
that's
love
your
Zygarde?
Qualification when you don't even know what the hell it is.
But that's how Megas work, is the fans are like, give me the Mega! Daddy Nintendo Game Freak, give me the Mega, please. Wham, wham. I'll go with Zygarde. Final answer.
Well, you were initially correct that Zygarde is a legendary, but Altaria... is the one with the Mega Evolution.
It was the one I ruled off right off
immediately.
The start.
Also, Flygon is not a bug type.
Oh, it's not? What is it?
No, it's Dragon Ground.
Ground?
Yep.
I think it's got to be grass or bug. That's why.
Everyone's like, this Flygon should have been a bug type. But no, it is not.
It's got fly in the name.
Well, no prize for you on that one. Are you ready for your
Wow.
final question?
Yep, let's go.
All right, here are 4 more dragon Pokemon. Duraludon, Guzzlord, Koraidon, and Zygarde. Which of
Oh,
these
shit.
4 dragon Pokemon is the heaviest?
What an interesting question. Okay, so Zygarde looks like he's made out of like dark matter, right? Where we can't even properly estimate his mass because of, the limitations of physics. Duraludon looks like he's made out of a dense ass, like, I don't know, some kind of, actually, I don't know. He might be lighter than he looks because he's big, but that looks like some kind of like polymer, that looks like some kind of like iPhone shit that they've like devised. Now, Guzzlord, he's a black hole. So isn't his weight like infinite, right? And Koraidon, I mean, there is like a lot of horsepower in that baby. So I think that thing could be surprisingly heavy, but I feel like the obvious answer is Guzzlord, or maybe they're like, oh, he doesn't weigh anything because he weighs everything. It's like he divides by 0, so his weight is infinitely non. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it's Guzzlord. Okay, final answer.
Final answer, Guzzlord.
Yeah.
Well, weighing in at a whopping 1,957.7 pounds, the correct answer is Guzzlord.
Yes, I knew it. He's
You
in the
did it.
Pokemon Pocket card game. He's an
Oh my
Ultra
God.
Beast.
He is an Ultra Beast. Oh my God, I can't believe you know that.
Yeah, because they have Ultra Beasts in the card game.
He's also the one in the anime in Gen 7 whose cry is just a dude screaming.
Oh.
It's just a guy going, ah! Which is
That's
amazing.
incredible. That is very
I love
cool.
it. All right, you get one more prize to pick. Which would you like?
Give me number 4. It looks like a Ditto.
You've won yourself a little Pokédoll. Aww.
Oh, Pokédoll.
You keep that in your room.
Substitute. So nice. So nice.
Yeah. Well, you did it. Thank you for playing this episode of Dexing Down. You didn't do as horrible as sometimes you do.
That was a great quiz. Thank you, Kellan. You always make
Thank-
these interesting. I learn a lot. They always fuck with my brain in a way. They're difficult, but I still get a couple out of them. That's what you want. If I got all the questions right, I'd be like, what the fuck was the point of that? But here
I
we
usually
get all
make it so
learn
that
something.
you will definitely get the first question right, and then you never do.
And then I never do.
You overthink it every time.
Honestly, when you say, like, here's a softball, that fucked with me. That really fucked with me. Otherwise, I think I might have got it right.
God damn it. Oh, man. All right. Let's get into the movie, shall we?
Yeah, enough Dexing about. Let's jump into movie 5, Pokémon Heroes, Latios and Latias. So we're at the beginning, and Brock is, of course, narrating. I think he's done this. They've opened other movies with this before.
This is
like-
literally the exact same
It is reused, right?
opening from movie 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that has to do something with like their release order was changed, right? Or like no. How it happened was that was made for the dub of movie 4 and then they reused it for movie 5 or something like that. Okay, I'm getting it totally wrong. What the hell was it, Bulbapedia? Do you know,
What was
Kellan?
it?
There's something like that,
I read
right?
it
Where it was
earlier.
like because they lined up differently.
According to Bulbapedia, this movie uses the exact same intro as Celebi the Voice of the Forest in the dub, as this movie's intro was actually made first. This also makes this the first Pokemon movie to begin with the World of Pokemon sequence in the Japanese version. So this movie's intro was made first.
Oh, this movie's intro was made for the Japanese version movie 5. However, they used it for the dub of movie 4.
Yes, there you go. Because movie 5 came out after or before I think movie 4 was even internationally released.
Correct. Yeah, there you go.
So we open up the movie. So basically we can skip that. We don't need to talk about that. Everyone has a dream, blah, blah, blah. This is the same fucking thing.
I guess I thought again, though, about the Earth being there. That's kind of neat. Like, it does kind of look like Earth, right? But also maybe not. Like, the shapes of the continents weren't exactly the same.
No, but it's I don't know. It's Earth.
You're like, that's not interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you think it is our Earth?
Why not?
Okay.
Maybe
Why
the world
not?
of Pokemon is all around us.
Well, that's what I want to know. But yeah, we can jump on. Yeah, we get that montage, blah blah blah. And then okay, it shows Ash, and then we get a flashback to day one. Was this part new? This looked like this wasn't animation from the first episode, even though it's showing
No.
that original scenes where he's getting Pikachu. It was new animation.
It was new animation that we've seen in movie 4
In
already.
movie 4, okay. Then
Yeah,
it shows the
and,
gang
like,
walking, blah blah blah.
It does have some errors in that, like, he's in his regular clothes when he was actually in his pajamas,
Yeah,
and Pikachu is not fat Pikachu, so it's definitely remade footage.
yeah.
But yes, given all of that, we see there's like a book about Latios and Latios
And a jewel. Ooh.
and a jewel, but someone's coming. Who's there? There's a book missing. There's a rose left in this spot. A calling card.
Calling card. Ooh. Two girls are running away. What is that? Then we see outside of this, I don't know, fancy library museum, there's two girls ziplining away into a car. One of them we catch is named Oakley, and she's talking about how the last chapter of that book has information on how to operate a machine, the defense mechanism of Ultimar, the DMA.
And then they launch off of a cliff.
Yeah, but the car blasts off already.
Becomes a plane.
This was some
It's
James
sweet.
Bond shit. It was cool.
It's the most powerful weapon ever built, apparently. They're going to need a soul dew. But they got to remember to capture Latios and Latias for Giovanni, which that's actually new to the dub. In the Japanese version, these women had no connection to Team Rocket.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
They were just thieves in the.
They were just
random
regular old
in the
thieves.
Japanese one.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that would maybe kind of make more sense because honestly, they don't really have a connection to Team Rocket in this. But
No. They just mention it, and that's basically it.
yeah.
Well,
We talk about the city looking peaceful. Ooh, it's dark. Okay, and then we get the title card. So we're getting into the movie.
and it's time for the Tour de Ultimar. It's a water Pokemon racing competition, a la Tour de France, obviously. Ash and Misty are competing, and what I loved is that there's a little stack of Natu and Azatu that are like the flag person that waved the flag to go.
Yeah, that was
It's,
a nice
like,
little
counts
touch.
down
They,
on the
like,
Natu.
count down,
It's
and
cute.
then okay, that's the alarm. Yeah, like you said, Ash and Misty are racing in this charity festival. This city right away we see is just Venice.
It's
Like,
Venice, yes.
is Venice, Italy, basically, except with Pokemon. So a very cool setting, honestly. I thought that was a really nice setting because it kind of feels like we're exploring, we're going abroad, right? And that's they don't really say where this city is in the Pokemon world, right? Like I guess we would assume it's in Johto since this is like canon, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is it? Or did they take a plane to Altamar suddenly?
They love to give us new cities in the movies that are like completely disconnected from everything
Yeah,
else.
geographically confusing.
Yeah. But the race is on, and here comes the theme. And I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping for a remix, like we have gotten in previous movies, but we didn't get a remix.
Not a remix. It was like, what would you call it? Like
It was
an
extended.
version? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And we see some mysterious Pokemon that are kind of invisible. Ooh.
Yeah, this shimmering
Ooh.
going through. Now, in this race, Ash is being pulled by Totodile, Misty's being pulled by Corsola, and everybody's on these little, like, I don't know what to call them, boats? They're almost like, they're not quite boards, they're not quite boats. They're like Eggman's floaty thing, but in the water.
Yeah, they're like half spheres.
Half spheres, thank you.
Yeah. And this is all going to the opening credits, this whole race. Team Rocket, we see they're chowing down on some spaghetti, but they get
really
drenched.
hammering that we're in Italy.
Yeah. Ash gets launched, but he doesn't hit the side of a building. He's saved instead by this mysterious Pokemon. And he gets back up. The mysterious Pokemon picks up his line, and they're off. They're going
And
real
now
fast.
it's
Zoom, zoom,
pulling.
zoom.
This race scene, too, is like full of CGI. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the characters are still the more hand-drawn style, but they have a bunch of shots in this movie where Altamar becomes like these CGI corridors that they look kind of like those screensavers of going through a maze that were in like the 90s. You remember that?
I loved
Where
those.
where suddenly you're in Doom. That's kind of
Yeah.
what they looked like.
Oh,
they
that's
were like
awesome.
a little rough looking now, but they weren't bad. Like I didn't hate them.
No.
They were just kind of obvious.
Yeah. One of the other racers here has a Whalmer. That's interesting. That's a Gen 3 Pokemon.
Oh, so
That's a
Gen
little
3
tease.
tease. Very cool, very cool. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about that before, how they'll tease the next gen and some stuff, and it's fun. Like, it's a way to get people excited.
Well, I mean, this whole movie is kind of a Gen 3 tease.
Oh, right, because
So-
Latias is Gen 3.
And Latios.
I would presume, but
Yeah.
I really only want to talk about Latias, and I'll refer to
Gotcha.
both of them. The Latias twins.
The Lati twins. The Eon duo is their official name, I believe.
Duo is their official term. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Misty is neck and neck with this Whalmer guy named Ross. Here comes Ash with Totodile, and they're going so fast, Totodile's just running on the water, which I love.
Yeah, being pulled along by the shimmery shadow. And then pulled, boom, into a wrong turn, jumps into the
No!
water. Oh, shit. So, okay. Ash is fucked.
Up some stairs into the water, out of it. And it's a photo finish. Corsola by a horn. Misty has won the race.
Ooh, and Ross right away wants to be friends, wants to show Misty around Altamar. Ross seems like a nice guy, actually.
Yeah, nice enough,
And then
dude.
back on land, we see Ash with Totodile. Totodile's sad, but they get over it very quickly.
A little dejected.
And
but
the
it's
shimmery
okay.
shadows are a-watching, and they fly away.
Mm-hmm. So on a gondola, the buildings in town we see are beautiful. Brock thinks so are the girls.
Yeah, the girls are probably even prettier than this old Johto architecture.
Mm-hmm. Misty won a glass medallion for being the winner of the race with some Pokemon-looking things that are also seen on some statues around town.
So
The
these
Guardians
same
of Altamar.
symbols are everywhere in Venice, and they are depictions of the Pokemon Latios and Latias. Okay, so they're like, what the fuck are these? They're the Guardians, man. They protect the city. Are they real or are they legend? Who knows? Because it's been so peaceful, we haven't even needed protecting.
Meanwhile, the people that we need protecting from are doing evil things.
Yes, with this weird drill camera. So there's this little drone thing creeping around, right? It's like a little drill camera dude scanning the crowd. And we see those two thieves from the beginning. They're looking through it. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, they're looking through. They note that the Pokemon have lower body temperatures. So they find a woman, they find a girl who seems to be very cold inside, and they go after her.
Well, so the other piece there, Kellan, is of why they're doing that is apparently Latios and Latias, or one of them, maybe both of them, we don't know, can take the form of humans. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Shapeshifters. They walk among us.
Meanwhile, our Team Rocket are eating ice cream.
Of course. I mean, you'd think it's gelato. I get
You
that's
would assume.
basically I think that's basically the same thing. Italians are frothing at the mouth. It's like higher cream content or something. I don't know.
You know what else they would hate? I snapped my spaghetti before I put it in the pot today.
Why do you do that? That's actually kind of fun.
So then it fits in the damn pot and cooks evenly.
Well, like, it'll bend right away. You can get it to bend really quickly.
I don't know.
You snap it clean in half?
Yeah?
Oh, man. Yeah, that is some barbarian shit.
I don't have a giant pot.
You just walk around snapping spaghetti. Well, what I do when I don't have a giant pot is I, like, put it in, like, diagonally and, like, bend it quickly. Because as it heats up, you can bend it right away.
Okay, maybe next time, but not today.
That's what they mean when they say bend it like Beckham. They're talking about fitting spaghetti in a bowl.
Are they?
Pot. Yeah, because he really likes cooking spaghetti and he hates when he breaks it. That's like common knowledge.
Sure, okay, thanks.
Yeah, bend it like Beckham.
All right, well, they're looking for Latios or Latios. Where were we? Team Rocket. Yeah, they're eating ice cream. They get drenched
gelato.
because the two thieves drive by them in a boat. They're like, was that Team Rocket? Oh, it's those spies, Annie and Oakley.
So here we get the names.
Let's
Oakley
catch up.
makes more sense now. This is like Attila and Hun. So this
Yeah.
is just like Pokemon's committed. This is the movie naming convention now.
So I've got a question here from Lawrence III, writing from prison for Pokemon poaching,
Oh, nice.
who asks, so this film gives us the Rocket duo of Annie and Oakley. Of the real-world criminals referenced in Team Rocket, which is the most like their Pokemon counterparts? And side question, what famous criminals do you think may get actually referred to in the future? And then they put in parentheses, I didn't want to ask to make one up because Graham might say Hitler.
Fuck, how did they know? I had a bit about that already. So there is a previous episode's list where I believe Adolf and Hitler was the name of a Pokemon duo, a Team Rocket duo. So yeah, I mean, I would love that, like Joseph and Stalin.
One step ahead.
Yeah, like Benito and Mussolini, like that kind of thing. Okay, so most like their Pokemon counterpart. That one's a little tough for me to answer. So I don't.
Yeah,
really
I've got
get
no
the
idea.
connection. I don't see, and that's maybe something to talk about when answering this question. Is like, is there a connection there at all? Like these names are so fucking random or so arbitrary. Like Annie and Oakley. Okay, so you would think maybe they're like gunslingers, right? That's like really all that name is attributed with in American folklore. Person who starred in Buffalo Bill's Wild West, right? So you'd think maybe like a gunslinger, maybe like a cowboy, but their Pokemon are Espeon and Spinarak or Ariados. I mean,
yeah.
So there's no theme there, and then they're more like cat burglar thieves. So there's no theme.
No,
it's so random.
And I don't know anything about Annie Oakley or Attila.
Was she even
Attila
a
Hun.
thief? I don't even think she was.
I don't
a
think
thief.
so.
I think she was like a famous like performance cowgirl. Yeah, that's what she was. So there's no theme here, Kellan. Like,
there isn't.
They could be called anything. It makes no sense.
Dang.
So that's my answer. My answer is deconstructing the non-question is nothing because nothing matters because Pokemon can't name their villains anything sensible.
All right. Well, that's a good question then.
Yeah, thank you.
Good answer. Let's pick it back up. The gang, they're gonna leave Ross. Ross is gonna leave them. They're gonna go for ice cream, but Pikachu spots a water well. He goes over to it. He's a thirsty little guy.
Yeah, but this girl opens the water fountain for him because it's turned off, and as Ash walks up, she kind of looks at Ash weirdly, and she's mute. She's not saying anything, and then runs away.
He like gets in his face and then runs off. Very strange. Well, Annie and Oakley find her. They know it's Lati-Oz. Oh.
Yeah, if that wasn't like kind of obvious right away, they just tell you, because I was like, oh, I bet you that's Latias. And then they're like, it's Latias.
I totally forgot that this wasn't like the twist of the movie. I forgot that they just like bring it up immediately.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. I was like, I guessed it, but at the same time, I thought they would let it simmer for like a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't. They're just like, oh, that's it. I just like, that's kind of a weird way to use a shapeshifter trope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like to not have it be. I guess there is a bit of an uncertainty with it way later, but like not really. Not.
Yeah. Well, Espeon and Ariados are out. Pikachu senses something is wrong. And we see that Latios, as the girl, is cornered, string-shotted. That shirt is last year's color. Oh.
That's your
God.
Fashion transgression.
Well, here's Ash pulling the string shot off of her. Espeon attacks him, so he thunderbolts them. Him and Latios go. They run. Espeon and Ariados are after them through the 3D alleys of Altamar.
Yeah, they're super CGI looking here, eh? And
Left
it goes
and
for
right.
a while. I wrote down long and weird, referring to the animation of this segment.
And we've ended up back where we started eventually, and the girl seems to have disappeared.
Brock and Misty roll up. We got the ice cream without you, you
Where were
beta
ya?
cuck. You missed out. Why did I just call Ash a beta cuck?
Beta's been referenced twice this episode.
I know. I guess the whole beta lean analysis has poisoned my mind. I'm too far gone now, Kellan.
Well, at the museum, we see Annie and Oakley. They're spying again, and we look inside. The gang's inside. There are fossils of Pokemon in the floor that terrorized Altamar once upon a time, apparently.
Yes, the terrors of Altamar. Ooh, an old man comes up. He's talking to them. There was a Aerodactyl and a Kabutops. Ooh, and they fucked everything up. Very horrible.
He's got a flashlight under his face. The lights are off.
And then
there was a
of the vehicle,
car doorman hook hand.
And he came up to her, and he fined her for having the car not be registered, even though she was on private property.
Insurance! Ah! The scariest thing, insurance.
That's a bit from Parks and Recreation. That was
Oh, I don't remember that.
what's his name? The mustache.
Ron Swanson?
That's Ron Swanson's horror story. Is the government giving them tickets for a car that's on private property?
I don't remember that one. I need to rewatch Parks and
Yeah,
Rec.
that's when they're camping.
It's been a while. So yeah, this old guy who's shown up. His name is Lorenzo. We don't get his name until later, but he's Lorenzo.
It's a way later, so he was just old man from my notes for a while.
Yeah, same. He shows them the DMA, the defense mechanism of Altamar. Brock has seen this. He has seen the light. He will meet a girl in this town, apparently.
Yeah, I'll find a girl. He's like in this god ray.
Yeah. We get the lore that the Aerodactyl and Kabuto, they were led by like an evil trainer who terrorized the town, and the Latios and Latias came to save the city and flooded the streets, drowning the Pokemon.
Yeah, and then the thing with the machine was built. It got its name. Altamar means high, or Alta means high.
And then high up, Ash sees that girl from before who's drawing, and he chases after her.
Yeah, chases the girl. Spies are watching them. Girl's like, I don't know you, bitch.
That was the real twist when she says the words. Like, I don't know you. I was like, whoa. Yeah, and the whole bitch thing, that was weird for the movie.
I don't know you stupid bitch.
It was, I didn't realize this one got a PG-13 rating.
Yeah, it's a pretty harsh word.
Yeah, you get one. That's why I used it.
Ash is lost, running around. There's Murkrows and Yanmas around. Then he sees the girl again, but I don't know.
She ushers him along.
She's like playful now. Ushers him down the alley, leading towards a garden where there's a Pidgey bathing. And then she goes through a wall. And as she goes through the wall, we have hit our first break of the show.
Oh my god. Literary hour, platform 9 3/4, baby. They go right through the wall.
Yeah. I mean, we could, sure. Literary hour. Going through walls. Harry Potter, they created it. A Kitty Pryde from X-Men, she can go through walls. What about those times where the Flash can like make his atoms vibrate so he can go through stuff? The Flash is pretty OP.
What about how if you smack your hand against your desk infinite amount of times, one of those times the particles line up and your hand will go right through it?
That was basically the theory that they abused to make the Flash be able to do that, yeah. Or even Kitty Pryde, like Shadowcat, I think her also is supposed to be like, oh, she can like vibrate her molecules and go through the molecule. I was actually just going to bring up the setting of Venice, right? And talk about the Merchant of Venice, right? That's where we all learned where Venice was as kids, right?
Sure.
No, I don't know. I feel
I've never heard
that's
of it.
how I did. You never heard of the Merchant of Venice?
I don't think so.
Oh, you didn't have to read that in high school? Very interesting.
Nope.
Okay, well, it's a Shakespeare play, Kellan.
It's
like super famous. It's kind of anti-Semitic. Actually, not just kind of. I think it's largely considered anti-Semitic now. It's a very Christian view. It's a very old school view, but it's interesting to still read it through like a more modern moral lens. It still makes you feel bad for the people that are being villainized in it. It's a complex, weird play. Yeah, but it takes place in Venice. And it's complex and weird, unlike this movie, which is just weird.
The Pokemon movies are quite straightforward usually, actually.
Yeah, they're simple and weird.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, shall we rate this first 20 minutes?
I wanted to say one other story of the Merchant of Venice. Is I remember my English teacher in grade 12, and I went to a Catholic high school too, so maybe this is like surprising. But my English teacher in grade 12, there's a character in there named Portia, and she's like Portia's your classic Shakespearean woman, where she's really like manipulative, right? Like he wrote like a lot of women to be like, oh, very like smart, so like kind of cool in that respect, but with sort of lower morals than the men. They would kind of like play people a lot. And so he had a picture of a monkey on his wall, and he would scream. He would go, Portia's a bitch, and that's a picture of her, and point to the picture of the monkey. That's weird, right? That he did that. This is a great talk. He actually said bitch too.
Oh.
In my Catholic high school. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to hell.
Portia's a bitch.
Portia's a bitch. All right, let's rate this first section of the movie, shall we?
Yep.
We'll head to the plastic ping pong picture of objective rankings, the 4-pour. Pull out 2 arbitrary categories, rank this first 20 or so minutes based on those categories and only those categories. You want to hear what that first one is? It's
Yes, please.
The sidekick shenanigans.
Okay, so that's non-Pikachu Pokemon, right?
Correct.
Corsola Totodile. Totodile gets the little bit of dancing around. Those would be the main ones so far, right?
But like Totodile runs around across the water.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, we get him in a race. Those are the only Pokemon we can count for this category, right?
Yeah.
Like the Zatu clock doesn't count. Okay, good.
Nah.
So it's just Totodile running on water.
But that does a lot for me.
It's a good one. Yeah,
I love that a lot.
It's a good one. I mean,
Quality over quantity.
Totodile's a great one to pull for that category because
so much personality.
Totodile. He's got a lot of personality, exactly.
So that does a lot of heavy lifting for me. Quality over quantity. Totodile running across the water for me gets a 7.2.
Okay, I'm gonna go flat 6. I definitely am agreeing. It's strong. Love Totodile. If I'm just comparing it to overall sidekick shenanigans, there just isn't a lot, right? It is still a small shot, but it's a good shot. So yeah. I'll go with flat 6.
All right, that's 6.6 for that. Second category will be the repetition. How repetitive has this first 20 minutes been?
Well, I did write down long and weird to that CGI back alley because I was like,
that was a pretty long shot. Yeah,
I was like, he keeps going. Why are they doing this to me? What is this?
Annie and Oakley repetitive naming convention for Team Rocket goons.
They repeated the first 2 minutes of the movie from another
true.
movie.
That's
extremely repetitive.
That is very repetitive.
So I mean, that's hitting heavy right off the bat. And yeah, I agree. Like the villain setup of this is like they've gone full formula by now, right? It's like movie 4, and then the special, the Thunder special, and then this one. They're all just like Team Rocket person who isn't Team Rocket is trying to get a thing and stuff's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Trying to catch a Pokemon. So they've committed really heavy to that formula.
So that's a repetitive bit.
It's pretty repetitive. Their depiction of Altamar is even repetitive. It's like it's a really nice setting, but it is also like a very samey looking setting, right? It's like you see one section of it, the rest of it looks just like that.
It's like a maze, yeah.
Yeah.
Maze of alleys and streets.
That looks the same.
Yeah. So what are you thinking then?
I'm thinking pretty high. Like the whole first 2 minutes being repeated is huge, right? That's a big chunk of it. The setup and formula, like I'm feeling pretty repetitive now. This isn't even the first like Pokemon race we've seen. I'm going really high. A big chunk of that is them repeating the first 2 minutes, though. I'm gonna go 9. I'm gonna go flat 9. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking a flat 8, so I'm gonna go with that. That's 8.5 for that. And no total yet. We gotta wait until we're done the movie to get a total.
All right. So back into the action. Ash and Pikachu are following the girl through the wall. Ooh, and they're in a magical garden. Ooh, that's interesting. There's Pokemon all peaceful. It's like this like courtyard, right? Some ornate stonework. Very nice looking place.
Then we get a nice wide shot where we see the girl again, and she doesn't have a face because it's a really wide shot, a really far away shot.
So wide, she can't have a face.
No, she has no face. I thought it looked kind of creepy. She found a swing, and she's swinging, and it's fun. The winds pick up, and here comes that mysterious invisible thing. Ooh, Pikachu tries to hit it with a thunderbolt, but it gets whacked, and the girl stops it.
It's almost attacking them now. It's definitely coming in aggressively.
And so the girl stops it, and it reveals itself as Latios. And they wonder why he's so mad at us. You notice?
Yeah, the shimmery shadow thing reveals itself as Latios, right? So this is the blue turkey jet from the cover of the movie.
The blue one, yes. The male one. They do refer to it as a he because Latios is 100% male.
Yeah, I mean, that's in the naming too, right? And this is consistent, at least, that they're in Italy. So I guess they've used like romantic language naming convention using the os and as male and the as as female.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak another language, so I could be way off here, but I think
Yeah.
that's what they're going for.
I just find it interesting because they consistently refer to Pokemon as it all the time in the show, regardless of what Pokemon it is and what generation it is in the show. But they do consistently refer to Latios as he and Latias as she in the movie.
But it's like it's like one of the few exceptions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it might be because of that, like that the names themselves have a gendered aspect to them.
Possibly. Yeah. Well, they also do refer to fathers when it comes to these Pokemon.
Yeah, we'll
so
see that.
It's a little weird. But yeah, it reveals itself as Latios, and then the girl that was drawing shows up, wondering what the hell Ash is doing in this secret place.
And we can tell she's not the exact same as the girl on the swing because A,
she has a hat.
There's 2 of them now, and B, she has a hat.
Mm-hmm. And the guy from the museum is here. This is her grandpa, Lorenzo. And it's
so
revealed to
related.
Ash. And it's revealed to Ash that the girl is, in fact, Lati-Oz, who took a liking to him.
It's to play with him, and then Ash goes, I thought Latias was a Pokemon. Dun, dun, dun.
And it licks Pikachu, now that it's a Pokemon and not a human.
Yeah, it transforms into Latias. Yeah, they're licking Pikachu, and then we get this, like, fun, like, pop beat that kicks in. It's like a musical ballad that, like, transitions into a pop beat. It was kind of good. Where Pikachu's, like, playing with them, soaring in the air on them and stuff.
So this drawing girl, her name is Bianca, we learn. She's best friends with Latios, who takes Ash's hat. It's cute. A fun little time. Ash has to get his hat back, or he takes damage. It's dangerous.
That, like a poison counter starts running. Or like that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 music, or like I guess it's in a bunch of them, kicks in like when he's underwater.
The Eon duo's eyes glow. Latios goes underwater, and Latias lets the others see what Latios is seeing in a sight share, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so Latios can like sync up, what he's seeing.
They can Bluetooth. Yeah.
Yeah, Bluetooth sync. It cuts out sometimes. You gotta like shake your device, like what the fuck's going on. But it's a cool kind of projection too, because they just feel like they're transported. Like the viewers are suddenly like being swept up along for the ride. So it's almost like they're experiencing it holistically, right? It's like not just through their eyes. The image of it is like their bodies are floating through this vision. It's kind of, I think that's just to make us see that the feeling is probably quite overwhelming.
And it's cool. Like, imagine being there. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah, suddenly you're just like underwater and you're like, but not taking water damage, even though you're the Witch of the West. You're like, this is crazy. I can finally take a bath through the sight.
Wow, looks like Graham fell victim to the wizard's propaganda.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, his grandpa has known them since their father brought water to the town. At first, I thought he was referring to their trainer or something as their father, but no, he means the actual father Latios.
Yeah. there was a previous daddy boy
who brought all the water to the town and then vanished, and the Soldew was left behind.
So do you think he was like, yes, he was this being's like parent, but bringing gender back into it and being confused about that, like, okay, was it a mother, was it a father? Maybe it's a title. Maybe he's a priest. I mean, they're in Italy.
I think Latios officiated some marriages in his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Latios was a priest.
I like that idea. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, that's how we brought the floods, man. It was biblical.
He didn't part the sea, he brought it together.
His real name? Moses. Latios Moses Italy. That's his full name.
That kid grew up to be Moses.
Yeah. That kid? Charlton Heston. Oh, yeah.
Justin Bieber once saw a boy crying outside an ice cream store because he didn't have any money. And Justin Bieber bought him an ice cream cone and said, "Follow your dream, kid. You'll go places, I can tell." That kid grew up to be Albert Einstein.
And Moses.
And Moses at the same time.
Okay.
All right. The Soldew will power the defense mechanism of Altamar. But where is it, the Soldew? Well, it's right here, Ash. We'll show you it. This precious
This old man who just met this kid is like, this is a town-destroying secret, so, I'll show you it. It's right here.
Look at my precious gemeralds, Ash.
Yeah. This gemerald will destroy the universe. Check it out.
I fucking love the term gemerald. It's so fun.
I had never heard that before, but I just went with it. Like, it was immediately intuitive. I'm like,
I got it
I
from
love
Doug
that.
Doug, of course.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's fun. The precious gemeralds.
That is
So
a
much
good
fun
one.
to say. Yeah, it could destroy the town. And then Lati-Oz picks Ash up and drops him, but Lati-Oz catches him. They're just having fun. Lati-Oz adores Ash. It's real cute.
Yeah, he's like a little puppy dog.
Yeah.
Even though he's a jet plane turkey, he acts like a puppy dog. And that's life.
That is life. That's what Frank Sinatra was singing about, I think, in that song.
Jet plane turkeys becoming dogs.
Yeah.
Even a jet plane turkey is just a dog deep down.
It really is.
Frank Sinatra.
So we gotta head back. That is a t-shirt quote right there.
Right.
We gotta head back. But we do see Annie and Oakley's robot is here too, spying in.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
So we end up back in Grandpa's workshop, which is where he makes gondolas. And
He's a gondola man. The whole city runs on gondolas. I'm its backbone. Spanks the gondola.
You can fit so many gondolas in this workshop.
Yeah. Right. And so Bianca's going to take Ash back home. I don't know. Back to wherever he's staying. Yeah. So takes him back in like a motorboat. Not even a gondola. This traitor bitch is not even supporting her grandfather's small business.
Not doing the traditional ways.
Yeah.
We've lost her to technology.
Ash, though, brings up Annie and Oakley. He's like, well, these like weird thief spy ladies were like trying to catch you, but it wasn't you. So like, what was with that?
Yeah, he still didn't quite fully get it because he was like, what were those two ladies like? Why were they attacking you? And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about, Ash? He's like, oh wait, that was Lati-Oz.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little slow, like usual.
Yeah. Well, at night we see Annie and Oakley parkouring across rooftops. Team
they're
Rocket watching
hardcore.
them. Yeah. James used to be quite a good gymnast, so they can get across some rooftops.
Yeah, they're like, let's follow them because they're competent, and so they'll lead us to competence. Across the rooftops we go.
And they follow until they fall off of a roof onto a light fixture. Wobbuffet pops up, and it breaks. They fall into the river.
And that's the way it be.
Yep.
Back into the river with Team
Wobbuffet.
Rocket. They have, I mean, this is spoilers, but they have such little presence in this movie.
Yeah, they do.
Like, really little.
They do nothing.
Surprisingly little.
Yeah. Grandpa, he's making gondolas when an Espeon shows up and kills him.
Yeah, just shocks him into oblivion. This thing, I mean, he's a nice old man, because he's right away like, oh, are you lost? Like, he certainly wants to help this Pokemon, but it just attacks him. It just, like, psychics him.
Yep, and so Annie and Oakley, they have made it into this garden. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Yeah, not good, not good.
Here come Latios and Latias. They go invisible. So the Annie and Oakley don the glasses so they can see him now. What cheaters. That's so rude.
That they have these glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just like 3D glasses. I don't know. I thought they were sunglasses, but yeah.
They pull out the 3D glasses they got from their copy of Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, I like that is... I don't need to make everything about generations, but I just had a moment where I was like, oh yeah, that is your, like, cheap 3D glasses thing. Mine is, there used to be these, like, comic books, Kellen, from, like, the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, I got a couple that would come with these, like, red and blue shitty cardboard glass things, and supposedly they were so bad. I had a Robin Hood one. They're not good.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Those sound amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was, but, you know.
It was novel for the time.
It was novel.
Graphic novel for the time.
oh, puns, my gentleman.
All right, well, Espeon swifts Latios as she takes Espeon down. Ariados goes for the Nightshade on them both, revealing them. So Annie and Oakley throw the net thingy. They have this weird little net thingy ball thing, and they catch Latios in it, and they start psychicking and string-shotting it to keep it from getting away.
Legendary Pokemon, these things are going down easy.
Yeah.
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 Um, is this a good enough of a time to ask Kellan about these things from a gameplay perspective?
Sure, I guess we can do that.
Yeah, teach me about Latios and Latias. I still don't quite get them. It's funny that you were so on board with my jet plane turkey because you're just apparently that's just what they are. Like I'm not supposed to connect them with anything else.
That's literally, I mean, they literally are based on a jet plane.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but like why?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
That's just so weird.
Why did they base anything on anything?
No, you can't do that. The other
Yes, I
things are
can.
more the other things are more coherent.
I can
Or
absolutely do that.
I would actually be much more cool with this if the jet plane then had some connection with the location, right? Like
Well,
it's like Venice, they should have had boat Pokemon. If they were boat Pokemon, I'd be like, oh yeah, makes sense.
oh yeah,
Or
because you
like
wouldn't think the boat Pokemon would be dumb.
it would at least make sense for the setting.
Well,
Or
they
like
didn't
if
make the
these were like
Pokemon
in
for the
Sky
movie.
City. Yeah, but this is the connection now. I guess I'm just having trouble seeing them like in a lower perspective, as something coherent.
Well,
Like
that seems like your
Celebi makes
problem.
sense.
I don't know.
Celebi fits with the setting.
With the forest.
Mewtwo set fits with his setting. Latios and Latias don't fit with their setting.
I see what you're saying,
Yeah, you just don't care as
but
much about.
I
this
just don't care as
but
much.
yeah, which is fine. Which is
They're the
perfectly
guardians
fine.
of the town. They showed up
They're the
one day
guardian.
to save
fine.
people and then
Deal with
stuck
it.
around. I don't
Okay.
know.
Gameplay wise, so these were Gen 3 Pokemon.
Correct.
How do you get them in the games? Are they just like you just catch them?
They roam around, I believe.
Ooh,
in
the
post-game.
roamers.
Yeah. So
Ah,
they're
that's
pains in the
frustrating.
asses.
Are they worth it if you get them?
I mean, they're legendary Pokemon. They're pretty
So
good.
they're pretty good, right?
got good
they're better
stats,
than
yeah.
they're better than they're shown here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
cool.
Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, you just get one of them in the
Oh,
story.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You just
Oh,
get
that's
it.
fun.
Just shows up and they're like, hey, can I team up with you? And you're like, fuck it, sure.
That's fun. I should get that game.
That's pretty good.
I
I like
kind of
them.
wanted to try it. Yeah. Okay, and then Dragon Psychic. What's that like as a type?
Pretty good typing. Pretty good offensively.
Yeah, I mean,
mean,
dragons are good
dragons are just good.
defensively too. Yeah,
That too. Psychic is just a really good type in general.
strong
they're-
offensively. Yeah,
They're pretty solid. They're not like, I don't think Mewtwo level, but they're solid Pokemon. They are legendaries. But the Soldew actually makes them better because the Soldew is a real item.
Oh, that's a real item. And is it something that they hold?
They hold it and it boosts their special attack and special defense by I think
Okay,
50%, which is really
Nice.
fucking good.
That's a lot. Yeah. So teamed up with that, and ooh, they're pretty viable then. Nice.
Might be. I don't know if it's 50% or not, but it
Sounds
boosts it to
good.
enough to a point where it gets banned in competitive a lot. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
just the item.
Neat. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty good Pokemon.
All right. So yeah, you've confirmed it. They should not have fallen to the Espeon and the Ariados so quickly, but
No.
it is what it is. They're down. Psychic string shotted, blah, blah, blah. Latias. No. Which one is it? Yes. Latias is concerned, but kind of gets away because it's
Yeah.
Latios that's like tied up.
Yeah, Latios tells it to go and
Yeah,
protects
run.
it from one of the net thingies, and so Latios gets out of there. And
So
Aninoki
Annie and
also
Oakley
take
have just got
the
one of
Soldew.
them.
Yeah,
And the Jewel. That's huge. Yeah.
the Soldew.
They
It's like
pull it out.
spiritual or something. one of them says.
Oh, it like takes them a while to pull it out, right? It was
Yeah.
like another like solid minute of animation. They're just wasting it. Then they pull it out. They love it. Yeah.
Oakley finds the stone etching, how the Soldew powers the defense mechanism. It's written in code. It must be used only as a last resort. The water will go away and destroy the Soldew. Oh
So
no.
the stakes are high for Ultimar. Then we get a cut of a Latias fleeing. Okay, and then we get another cut of Lorenzo and Bianca discovering the missing Soldew. To the museum they go. And then we get another cut of Ariados bringing Latios to the museum onto like a pedestal.
Yeah, they brought it to the DMA, and it's opened up, and here are Grandpa and Bianca, and Espeon kills them again.
Puts him down so quickly. They cannot fight this Espeon. Very powerful. And Annie and Oakley put the Soldew into the DMA, summoning the end of part 2.
And the big 3D machine.
Bum,
that
bum,
does
bum,
more
bum, bum,
3Ding.
bum. Oh, yeah, it's super CGI.
Yeah. All right, part 2. Hit me with it.
Part 2. Well, I kind of alluded to this, but my literary hour is all animals are dogs. It is this, it's a trope, and it's a cliche about having like non-dog animals through media. They'll often just have a lot of body language of dogs, right? Because it's something you can like connect with, right?
Mhm.
So stuff like flattening the ears, stuff like wagging the tail, and kind of like how Latias, even as in her human form, is dog-like. How she will like come in and look at Ash and then kind of go away. It's got that like darting, playful, the licking Pikachu. So this is a really common way of. It's not personification; it's dogification, right? It's a new kind of personification. So this is parodied and referenced in Terry Pratchett's Discworld with werewolves who act an awful lot like dogs. The reasoning is that a dog is what you get when you take a wolf's mind and mix in some human. In this series, the werewolves tend to hate baths, react badly to the word vet, and less aggressive ones get the urge to slink out of the room when scolded. That's pretty funny, actually. Apparently, there's a plot point in one of the books, The Fifth Elephant, in which a werewolf catches a lit signal flare rocket in his human form teeth because it was tossed to him like a stick. So the dog-like tendencies are in these werewolves hard.
What about that movie where Tim Allen becomes a dog?
Movie where Tim Allen becomes a dog?
The Shaggy Dog, I believe it was called.
Really?
I think he becomes a dog.
The Shaggy Dog. Yes, I did not know this one. I actually thought you were talking about Rob Schneider for a second.
Oh, the animal.
Was it the animal? Yes. That was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But what is this? He just is a dog.
He
It's
just
like
is a dog, I think.
He became the Santa Claus. Now
I don't
becomes
remember
a dog.
anything about this one.
Yeah,
So I just remember that he becomes a dog.
Yeah.
So, all right.
He becomes a Latios.
Shall we rate this
Yes,
20
please.
minutes or so?
Yeah. Okay, so this is for this 20-minute chunk. Pulling out of the 4-pour, what do we got? Oh, so just to clarify, because it was sort of on the precipice, I think we can count like a lot of the lore dump here in this category. Now, the lore dump about the city.
Yeah. Sure, I'm on board.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's not gonna matter with the character of the day.
Is it Bianca or Lorenzo or
Both,
Annie
I
or
would
Oakley?
say. Or I guess Annie and Oakley as well. They're all new
I don't know.
to
Do
the
we
movie.
just use all 4?
I guess so.
Because if we use all 4, this isn't bad. Now, okay. Bianca's decent in the sense that, like, at least she does have a fairly consistent personality, which I like, which is fairly no nonsense, fairly devoted to her craft, but cares about the Pokemon. The old man Lorenzo is just like this weird walking lore dump. Like he like exposes all over the place. He can't help but exposit.
Exposits all over the place. He does not expose all over the place.
He exposes in back alleys. He exposes at church. He's exposing everywhere. Yes, he exposits everywhere. Like he's just like walks into a room and he tells people about the evil lore of their city. So I don't know if I find him as strong, but he definitely serves a strong purpose. Yeah, and I think they're nice touches as in they feel like they're from Altamar, but they're not like Italian stereotypes or anything.
Yeah.
They're not like really
They're not
cheesy or stupid.
walking around with a curly mustache, flinging a pizza dough, going, Mamma mia!
Mamma mia, they're coming for my Latias.
They're coming for my linguine.
Haven't even had my espresso. No, they're not too bad. So
Mama's ravioli. Baba Boosh.
Okay, but we're bad. We're awful. And then Annie and Oakley, again, the name makes no fucking sense. There's a bit of missed potential here. These criminals are super over-designed.
They should have guns. I agree.
They should have They actually should have guns. But I kind of like the vibe they're going for here. It's like this like totally spies thing, right? They're like kind of sci-fi, kind of intense, super sleuth thieves. I think with a little bit more fleshing them out, they could have been really cool villains. Like,
Yeah.
better names, like more thematic names, a little bit of a backstory, even like 5 extra minutes to this movie because it's a short movie,
Yeah.
right?
It's only like
A
an hour
little
10.
bit extra time that gives these characters some kind of purpose, and they could have been really cool because they're over designed for their roles. They're quite sharp looking villains. So a lot
I
of
do like
characters of
their
the
design,
week.
though.
If I like their designs too. Yeah, I only say over designed because it's not followed up in character
Mm.
exactly. The design is stronger than the character. So I guess that's not what over designed is, but that's how I abused it to me.
It does not
So we've
match the
got 4
same level.
characters of
Yeah.
the week. If I'm comparing this to a regular show, a regular episode, these would be very strong
They're
characters.
stronger characters, yeah.
They're stronger characters. So I'll go 8.
8, yeah, I'm on board. I'm on the same wavelength as you. I'm gonna go 8.3. That's 8.15 for that. Next category will be the anime mom energy.
Oh,
there's no
Delia,
moms.
so far away. No, but there is some mothering between, big brothering, I guess, is
Yeah.
kind of the anime mama of here is Latios to Latias, telling her to get away, protecting her. There's a protective energy, right, as he attacks Ash when Ash first comes in. So I think the anime mom energy gets translated to anime big brother energy. Oni-chan energy, if you will. So I think there's some of
Sure,
that.
yes. Now, what about Bianca herself? She's protective of them.
Yeah, there's a bit of that. I mean, and how Lorenzo sort of is looking after the situation. Now,
Mhm.
I think him showing off the soul dew was quite irresponsible, but okay.
Just a little bit. Can only bring the, heat death of the universe.
Yeah. But sweet Delia is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, there's no
How
actual
we lo-
moms.
How we
so-
long for Entei to steal her away again.
Oh, of course. So no actual mom, so that brings it down a bit. I'm gonna go 4.7.
I'll go 5.9. I'm actually maybe surprisingly okay with the big brother replacing the mom.
I see. So that's 5.3 for that. Overall, we gotta wait for one more session here. So we kick off part 3. We just saw this machine do its machining thing. It's going crazy. And
yeah,
we see
that very movie 2 CGI, as you pointed out. It looks a lot like Lawrence III's giant flying thing.
The giant ship. Lati-Oz has found her way to the Pokemon Center where the gang is sleeping. She becomes Bianca, cries to Ash. Brock and Misty have woken up, and we get a nice big, "She's Lati-Oz!"
Yeah,
as she reveals herself.
It was so funny. It was done very comically. So, and then we cut to the museum where Bianca is, and Latios. Well, okay, what's going on here? Latios is using sight cheer actually. So the gang is seeing this, right?
Yeah. So Bianca and Lorenzo, they're string shotted up against the wall, so they can't do anything. Latios manages to get its eyes open so that he can sight share with Latios. And so the gang can see what's going on. And this is where we finally get Lorenzo's name drop.
Yeah, we learned Lorenzo. Okay, cool.
And the gang learn that someone stole the soul dew.
Yeah, and that bad things are happening. The DMA is powering on. Oakley, I think it is, can go into the control seat. Latios is hurt. That's why he's using sight share. So the gang is then seeing this all in there. Oh yeah, someone stole the soul dew. Okay, I'm catching up. I guess my notes were a little bit behind yours. Annie and Oakley are using the DMA now, and Oakley uses it to summon the evil Aerodactyl and the evil Kabutops. They revive them from the quote-unquote evil fossils.
They're big. They're really big.
Yeah, giant versions, I guess, eh?
Yeah, and they have no pupils, which is creepy.
Yeah, that's how you know they're, like, less real than real.
Yeah.
They're like weird clone robot thing.
And Oakley in the thing says that she can control the whole world from in here. I think it's actually quite contained to one town, Oakley.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of the city. That was a pretty key plot, I thought.
Like, very Doofenshmirtz trying to take over the tri-state area.
Right, right. You have taught me about that before. He's
Yes.
got goals. They seem grand. They're kind of grand.
They're more
But his
realistic.
world is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Team Rocket, our Team Rocket, they're exhausted. They find their boat, Arrivederci, but they get blocked off because they're putting Oakley is putting the city in a citywide lockdown.
Yeah, so all these gates are popping up.
Yep. And as soon as this gate pops up in front of Team Rocket, Meowth immediately goes, I had nothing to do with it!
Yeah, he just assumes he's under arrest.
Whatever it was the other guys.
It was the other talking cat.
Yeah. Ash nearly gets impaled by the lockdown, but he's able to get out of the Pokemon Center. And he's going to go to the museum by gondola.
I thought this was funny that the gates are covering all of the roads on a city that's largely ran by rivers.
Yeah.
Lockdown's not very effective if the rivers aren't blocked.
So they're going down the canal. Latios is grabbed by Aerodactyl, to which Ash jumps on Aerodactyl before having Pikachu thunderbolt all of them.
No self-preservation.
None.
Yeah. He's like, take my life with theirs, Pikachu. It's what I deserve.
It makes Aerodactyl drop Latios. She goes invisible. Aerodactyl goes for the hyper beam on the boat. So Ash ends up going under. But Latios saves him. Oh. So they grab one of those water racing things.
Still chasing from above, screaming. Oh, right. Grabs the board from the race, the half Eggman thing, and music kicks in. Because Ash is racing with Latias, just like he was at the beginning, but he didn't realize it. And Aerodactyl is chasing close behind.
They are able to lose him, though, to this rockin' ass music. This kicked ass.
This rockin' ass music. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I don't remember the tune now. Was this the kind of Italian sounding one? That might have been in a different part. But yeah, the music's decent. I mean, the music in the movies is always pretty good.
Yeah, it's always a standout.
The music is often better than the movie itself, like Pokemon 2000.
Yeah. I mean, there's no Weird Al in this one. So.
Here this isn't, the music isn't as good as Pokemon 2000's music, for the record. It's solid, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So Misty and Brock, they're trying to get through the bars because Ash left his Pokeballs behind. He might need them. And
they don't have their ID with them, so they can't get in to the bars. Get it? Okay. Yeah, no, they're trying to get through the gates. Yeah. So
they have the idea, we'll set out our Pokemon to go find him. They can help. So Crobat and Corsola and Politoed come on out. That's all
their Pokemon.
My thought was Brock has an Onix. Can't they just climb Onix over the bars?
Yeah, there's so much water there, and Onix is a scaredy cat, though.
Oh, he's a little wuss, huh?
He's been traumatized ever since the Great Sprinkler incident of episode 10.
You should get over that.
Probably episode 5.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, Brock's had enough. He just climbs the bars instead of climbing Onix. Now here's Kabutops right on Ash's heels. Oh, God. But the other 3 are able to intercept it. They take it out. Oh, save the day.
Yeah, nice. Water guns, Kabutops. Ash thanks them. Now, Lati-Oz, cut back to that museum, is being tortured, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this is another formula they do. Evil guys catch the big legendary Pokemon, and then they, zap it with shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then we see it being zapped and scream, and everyone's like, no, the evil guys are so evil because they're zapping the Pokemon. The Pokemon's like, ah! And the evil guys are like, we're going to zap you more. And that's just what happens.
And there's always some big 3D CGI thing, like the Lawrence's airship or the big twig monster in the Celebi movie.
Yeah.
Or this now.
Let's get those animators, the big DMA thing.
Yeah.
Which, I don't really even know how to describe that much, except it kind of looks like a Magitech mech from Final Fantasy VI.
Sure.
But, I don't know, in a museum.
Sure.
A museum version.
You could fool me. So, we do see Annie seems a little disturbed by Oakley's behavior, because she's going on an absolute fucking power trip.
Yeah, she's mentioning again how she can control the world. And he's kind of like, what? We're thieves, not dictators. What is going on?
We're bad, but not that bad. Come on.
Yeah.
She creates this giant pillar of water or something, and it traps Latios and Ash in a whirlpool, but Latios dispels it and falls to the ground, but she's okay. Oh my god. The control panel breaks, and the machine starts going crazy.
Crazy.
And here's Ash and Latias, who thunder shocks Annie, who goes down. Pikachu shocks the web off of Lorenzo and Bianca so that they can get out of there. We gotta turn this machine off before it's too late.
And it seems too late in a lot of ways. It seems like it's going out of control. Annie's quite scared for Oakley because it looks like Oakley is trapped. Pikachu's thunderbolting, but it's just getting bounced back at them.
So Ash, in his infinite wisdom, decides to run at it full force multiple times.
I mean, there's nothing in this universe that has been telling him to stop acting like this. It keeps being rewarded.
You mean all the times that he's been hurt by running at things?
Yeah, okay, he gets hurt, but he does it.
He doesn't
more,
die.
And eventually he like wins the match or saves the day. Like the attitude, the spirit of it works out in the end.
He's got that full, like, if it doesn't kill me, it makes me stronger attitude. I ran at this thing once, it didn't kill me. I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, he's got that boiled down into pure protagonist armor.
Oh yeah, he knows he has plot armor, so he's fine, okay.
Oh yeah, he's right in this thing.
Well, so Latias does this thing that lets her through. I don't even know what the hell happened here, but it dispels the barrier, and they're able to get Latios out, which stops the machine. Thankfully,
Latios
Latios is
power
alive.
blasts from inside, and that lets them like reach in for long enough to pull him out, I guess. Causing the DMA to stop. So I guess the DMA needed Latios. That's why they were zapping it for power, I guess. Magic Latios juice.
I guess so. Yeah, they just show me the tit on a Latios.
Can you milk me, Greg? Yeah, so the Lats, as I called them, are snuggling. Both the Eon twins, as you said. They're okay, I guess. That's cool. Annie goes up and gets Oakley. She's like, what the fuck happened? And this is where things get darker. The jewel, Kellan, is all blackened and weird and dead. And the old man Lorenzo's like, Don't touch
that! And then she touches it, and it knocks her back into the control pod. Starts the machine back up.
Energy explosion. Boom, DMA's on. Soldu is dying.
It shatters. It's been out of the pool way too long. And we see Team Rocket outside. They're
chilling. Give us the view of the water leaving. As the prophecies forespoken, when things get really shitty, as Lorenzo taught us in his earlier lore dump, the water that keeps Altamar running is no longer. Ooh, this is bad. It receding out of the city. The Aerodactyl is roaring.
But Grandpa is afraid it's coming back. Just as predicted, this monstrous death wave.
Yeah, so the gang runs outside, and they see the waves coming back as this big, huge tsunami. The Lats are way up high looking. I like calling them the Lats. Latios and Latias. Just a couple of Lats. There's this rumbling in the distance as the waves building up.
And they're gonna jump in to save the day to some more really good music. And they glow. They enter the wave.
Big glowing.
It explodes. There's an explosion. And the wave goes down. Latios, again, has sacrificed himself for the good of the town. He vanishes into a pillar of light as the water refills the streets of Altamar.
Oh my god. Just like the old Latios did to bring the water in the first place. Crazy.
Oh my god. Jesse would kill for a hot bath right now.
Yeah, as the wave takes them away. That's not what I meant.
They go blasting off again, as they said, which I thought was very funny. Mm-hmm. We're blasting off.
The gates have been removed. Kabutops and Aerodactyl leave. They return to their spot in the museum. And Annie is lecturing Oakley. You had to go for all that power. What you gonna do with all that power? They're arguing.
We should probably go home, but they're kind of stuck in the little control pod.
Yeah, so they're trapped there.
And then at sunrise, the gang, they're searching for the duo.
Sunrise, it's been an all-nighter.
Yeah. They're searching for the duo. Latias is brought to them on a mantine. She is okay. And Lorenzo puts it into words. Like his father, Latios gave his life to save the city.
It's good that we got that very explicit explanation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least it was confirmed that it was dead, which is a a big deal, actually, for a
Yeah.
Pokemon movie.
It's like the
They don't
first time.
usually follow through with Pokemon deaths.
No.
I think it might be the first time, yeah.
Yeah. Latias sight shares one more time. Latios is seeing the Earth as it fully disappears and becomes another Soldew. So Latios is not, might be gone, but not really.
I was like, is it in heaven? Is this heaven? Because we see the sight share is showing us like flying through space in like ethereal glow. I'm like, we're in heaven, Kellan. This is Pokemon heaven.
Meanwhile, Latios, after the explosion, just got launched up into space and he's kind of just stuck there, floating around for all eternity.
Yeah, he's actually telling them to send a satellite.
Yeah.
Right? Send a rocket up.
SOS. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, Mewtwo could probably pull him back down somehow.
Probably, yeah. Well, yeah, it becomes another Soldew. They place the Soldew where the old one was, and the fountains run again. Perfect. Just like the old one.
Perfect.
They have a new Guardian of Altamar.
Ooh, hooray.
Mm-hmm. So the gang's heading out. They say goodbye to Lorenzo. And he's like, oh, Bianca, she went off to the market. So she can't say bye, unfortunately. But we see she left her hat. But something grabs a drawing. And this is where things get a little bit...
They're
ooh.
They're up all night defending the city. And she's like, I gotta get my morning bread.
Yeah. So Bianca catches up to them with this drawing, gives it to Ash, and oh my god, gives him a little kiss on the cheek.
And was it Latias or Bianca? We'll never know. They don't talk. But the music is that fun Italian sounding tune I was talking about. It's nice. Actually.
This is the moment I
Really
remembered is Latias kissing Ash, because everyone's like, Ash got kissed by a Pokemon.
So you think it was Latias?
Oh, but she doesn't talk.
Yeah, but you don't know. It's ambiguous. She's got the hat.
Yeah, I know it's ambiguous, but she doesn't talk.
Oh, so your team, it's Latias.
Yeah, of course.
I think that if it was Latias, she would straight up lick him, though. Give him that puppy dog shit. It was like a small little kiss. Maybe she said something that we didn't hear, right?
Maybe. Possibly. But I don't think so.
She's like, thanks for helping save the town. You're not a beta cuck. Didn't mean to call you that.
Bianca gets really close to Ash and whispers in his ear, you're not a beta cuck.
Yeah, exactly.
You're an alpha male. Really.
Yeah, don't lean. Don't lean over.
Well, Brock is extremely jealous about this. He doesn't even care if it's Bianca or Latios.
He's like, Ash is getting kissed and I'm not. Oh my god. Brock, the kind of creep that trains his Pokemon to kiss him.
Oh, no. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You see the cute drawing of Ash and Pikachu. It's very cute.
And that magic feeling music kicks in.
Yeah. New song as the gang leaves. They see a couple Latios and a Latias. So there's more than just one of each. We see as credits roll. But there's still a little more in the credits. We see Annie and Oakley get arrested, and in prison, they're reading about Lawrence III. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, are they going to team up with him? Or are they going to steal from him? Who knows?
Learning all about him. And we get some sunset credits. The gang's on a cliff. We see Bianca drawing. The Eon duo playing around. Team Rocket spying on the gang. A campfire. And they're continuing the journey. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Pokémon Heroes.
Pokémon Heroes. So let's go through our usual steps, and then we'll talk a little bit about the movie overall impressions. So, Literary Hour, Drunk with Power. This is where Oakley has gone from, let's steal some Pokemon, to, I'm going to control the universe with my giant machine in this Italian city, bitch.
Yep.
So that is when power goes to a character's head, and often they'll do a heel turn, or maybe where they become even more evil than they set out before. This is done in a few different George Orwell pieces, actually, but Napoleon from Animal Farm does this. Like, the pigs in general started leading the revolution, and the big twist of that is they sort of end up being the dictators in their own setting, in their own rights. The real-life example is that TVTropes.com calls out is all real-life dictators. Many absolutist leaders, monarchs, etc. end up this way, yes. Iron Man 1's villain what is his name? Obadiah Stane. I always want to say Obadiah Stank. I'm like, get that stank in, villain man. He does that too, rising the corporate ladder before it turns him taking the iron tech to try to kill old Tony and take it all over.
Mm-hmm. I concur.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's pour this. Yeah,
Yes,
where's
let's
the
finish
movie
this up.
sitting overall? That's what the people want to know.
Well, first category of the last set will be not how the game works.
Not how the game works. Well,
Now,
I don't
nothing
know.
I found that was like not true to the game, or like
Because there isn't
errors in
much
the
of
game.
like a. We don't really have like a traditional battle
No.
in this movie, really.
Well, Latios can't become a girl.
Yeah,
in
and it
the
doesn't
game,
have sight share, I guess.
I would say.
What about? Is there anything with the Attack of the Clones going on here with the Kabutops and the Aerodactyl?
I mean, they don't technically get revived, but like you can revive them, so that's like.
Yeah, but nothing
That's
with their
fine.
combat, I guess. Yeah, there's no like moves
Yeah.
that are wrong there. No.
That's a rough one. It's gonna be
And
pretty low.
yeah, anything else with Latios Latias?
Not that I can really think of. I mean,
it's
Annie-Nokley.
not a very game relevant
No,
thing.
it's not.
I mean, you can't. Well, is there anywhere where a Pokemon pulls you? Normally, you surf on the Pokemon. They don't pull you on the boat.
Yeah, technically, sure.
Technically.
It's just weak though. That's a tough one. Just from basic like things that happen that don't happen in the games, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna go with 2.6.
Yeah, I'll go low as well because there's no like real good call outs there. I'll go 3. No, 3.5. I'll go 3.
3.5. This is 3.05 for that. Final category of the day. It's the flavor of the featured Pokemon if it were cooked.
Ooh, man, I've been calling them turkeys the whole time, but they are also jet planes. So they look pretty tough on the exterior, right? They've got that sheen. We're talking scales. We're talking some kind of alloy, right? Some kind of stainless steel kind of thing. I think you crack these turkeys open, though, and it's pretty moist inside. A little bit gamey, though, but not bad. My favorite poultry? No. But you cook this thing just right, and it can work, especially with a good sweetener. I'm thinking this is like your Christmas goose, these babies, right? Again, not my favorite poultry, but not bad. Cooked right. There's a good amount of fat in it. Look at those haunches, okay? That's bringing out a lot of flavor, a lot of moisture. I'm going with a 7. Again, not my favorite poultry, but solid.
7. Well, I have a couple dex entries that help with a little bit. Latios, it says in Ruby, if it senses any hostility, this Pokemon ruffles the feathers all over its body.
Oh,
so it has feathers.
Feathers. Ooh.
And in Sapphire, it says it is covered with a glass-like down. So they're glassy feathers.
Glassy feathers. Okay.
So your poultry analogy is working out here because, I mean, it's got feathers apparently.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I feel like it's very like not. I mean, I don't see it being gamey. I see it being like whatever the opposite of gamey would be in a
like
weird
bland?
world. Maybe, but like futuristic bland.
Chemically,
sure, something like that. I don't know.
It tastes processed. This cyber chicken tastes like McDonald's.
You don't want to know how Latios nuggets are made.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go 6.2. So that is 6.6 for that. Overall, between a 2.2 6.6s, an 8.5, an 8.15, a 5.3, and a 3.05, Pokemon Heroes, Latios and Latios get 6.3666. Repeating.
Ooh, number of the beast.
Of course.
Hey, not a bad score. Not a bad
score.
Especially when having to go through that many 4 ratings to come out with 6. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I would say so.
About overall impressions of this movie. Okay.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was fine.
I hope that I was able to highlight the strengths of it. The strengths of this are the setting. Honestly, the setting pulls a lot of it. The characters of the day are not bad. They pull another part of it. There's a bit of lore. How the lore is rolled out, though, is not great. Okay? It's just like dumped on you, and then like, what the fuck is the DMA, right? It's like, why is it going wild? I don't know. The plot itself is pretty bare bones, and we're going through a formula now. It's the same thing as every time. And I did not connect with Latios and Latias. Other than that, okay, they're the nice turkey puppy dogs, but like I just don't feel strongly about them. They don't excite me like other legendaries do. And so I found it relatively weak for that. However, it wasn't my least favorite Pokemon movie.
Still over number 2?
It's still over number 2. But it is my second least favorite movie. Yeah.
I did think, I mean, I'm with you on a lot of those points. I did think it was fun, but it's definitely probably the lower half of my rankings.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like there.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
You're right. Was it a fun enough time for a little Pokemon movie? Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, sure. But if I'm recommending Pokemon movies, like 1, 4, and 3 are all so much stronger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I would say so as well. Anything else we want to talk about?
It kind of falls in that 2 territory where the music was pretty fun, setting's pretty fun, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, a fun time overall, but nothing super special.
No, I would like to hear from listeners, though. Like, help me connect with this. And often you listeners are good with that, right? It's like calling out, oh, this is what I thought when I saw this. So, like, are there any memories from your childhood that you connect with about this movie? What do Latios and Latias mean to you? Like, do you get something out of their designs that I'm not picking up on? Would love to hear from those perspectives.
Question of the day. Why is Graham wrong?
Yeah. No, why am I wrong? Tell me. and I don't mean this in a Kellan kind of like it can't be done way. I mean like I sincerely want you to change my mind. And I'll change it easily.
Sure.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But that is it for this week. Unless we have anything else to talk about.
No, sounds good. Guardians of the City of Water. There we did it. Pokemon Heroes. Now that person in the comments cannot ask us that ever again. So, where are we next week? We're back in regular Master Quest, the same old cadence, just leaving Blackthorn. So, what episodes are we going to look at next week?
We're going to look at 2 more episodes next week, starting with 259, Lapras of Luxury, or in Japanese, La Place's Song! Exclamation. And then episode 260, Hatch Me If You Can, or in Japanese,
good title.
Protecting the Egg! Exclamation. The life born in a storm! Exclamation.
Another egg.
Another egg.
Pokemon and eggs. And storms. Pokemon and eggs and storms. Oh my god.
Yep.
And rickety bridges.
That is it for this week. So join us for that next week. Should be a good time.
Thank you everyone for listening. If you're on the YouTube, that's youtube.com/HydraLeech. Leave your comments down below. Again, tell us what you thought of the movie, Latios Latias, all of that stuff. If you want to catch just the audio version, Spotify, etc., you can find wherever fine podcasts are downloaded. If you want to reach out to us, TKaD@gmail.com. We're also on Blue Sky at TKaD. And then there is a Google form linked in the podcast description where you can send us questions in. We'll read out while we're recording the next episode. Intro and outro music is 80s Synthwave by Alexi Action. Kellan runs a TikTok. The channel is HydraLeeches. And then he's on Twitch, twitch.tv/HydraLeech. And we've got a Patreon link down below, which is just a tip jar you can support however you want. Kellan, for your Twitch, you are doing a multi-gen Nuzlocke run right now. Would you like to shout that out?
Yeah, we're on to Crystal at the time of recording this. Too many deaths, which is unfortunate to me. I had one yesterday. We lost 6 Pokemon in one stream, and that was just really bad.
Devastating.
That was not.
That's a Nuzlocke where the remaining Pokemon get to go on to the next generation's game. Multi-gen run. Very cool.
Try to get a Pokemon through as many games as we can.
And you're not even playing remakes. You're playing originals.
Oh, geez.
I saw it was actual Gen 1, not Fire Red. Like, most people on Twitch play Fire Red. So when I booted up your stream and I saw Black and White, I was like, oh my god. That's what it looks like. I forgot.
Yeah, we're going through chronologically. Totally.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Come hang out.
Yes, check that out. All right. Yeah. What did we learn this week, Kellan?
I learned that turkeys fly really fast, apparently.
Oh,
and go
they
invisible.
Are quick, Kellan. And they go invisible, and they can project their sight unto you.
And they become women.
To you. Turkeys become women.
Mm-hmm. They had no idea.
That's what the libtards want.
This is the future liberals want. Yeah,
they're going to dress up their turkeys as women and give them jetpacks.
I love whenever someone makes like, oh, this is the future liberals want post, and it's just like the coolest thing ever.
Do you have
like,
an example?
Yeah. Well, there was one with like a
drag queen Zelda, and you're
yeah. There's one with like a dom woman.
Oh yeah.
Like latex with a whip, like holding white male slaves, and it's like, dude, you have no idea how many people would kill for that.
Are dommy mommies liberal now?
Apparently.
Meanwhile, all of these Fox News cucks are getting pegged in the back rooms.
Talk about betas. Jesus.
Yeah, I've said cuck and beta way too many times on this podcast. I'm making a joke.
You're becoming too internet pilled.
I am becoming too internet pilled. You lose language, Kellan. You start saying things and they mean something else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I say a thing, it doesn't mean what I think it means. Like if I say a jetpack turkey, like we know I'm talking about Latios and Latias. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty colloquial, actually. Most people know that.
Out on the street?
Yeah, people on the street, they're always talking about jetpack turkeys.
Laddie, ask me, how do we end this episode? Laddie, ask myself.
We end it by saying bye. Thanks for watching.
Lati-Oz, adios.
Adios,
out of here.
Arrivederci.
Yeah, arrivederci. Get you a spaghetti, bitch.
My linguine. My fettuccine. I'm gonna break all my spaghetti. Fuck you.
Spaghetti Breakers Incorporated.